So hello everyone, and a very good evening to all of you, and welcome to Career Launcher. So I hope you all are aware that every Sunday at 8 p.m. we are having static GK discussion, and we are here with the class. So if I'm audible and visible, please write yes in the comments. I think last class we were discussing the questions from NCERT book, hai na? And we had discussed, we were here somewhere. Question number 4 I was discussing on the last Sunday. So let us start. Am I audible, visible? If yes, please write yes. I think I'm audible, visible, everything is fine. So in the dash, the executives were made entirely responsible to the provincial legislature. So the answer was Government of India Act 1935, right? So in 1935, Hannah, this is what we have discussed in the last class. A new Government of India Act was promised some form of representative government, Hannah, Hannah. And this was asked in the board exam. These were actually asked in the board's exam also, Hannah. So इसके कुछ PYQs हैं, Hannah, which we are talking about. And we had actually in 11 provinces the elections happen at the state level. And at that time, when the people used to fight election, the state head was not called as chief minister as such. He was called as prime minister. Okay, that's what you should know. Yes, sure, yeah, right. C is the right answer. Okay, so this was 1937 elections. I'm sure you must be aware of that. And so we had discussed also that in 11 provinces the election happened, out of which 8 the Congress had made their government. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, and 8. Here is 8, Northwest Frontier Province. So these 8 regions where Indian National Congress had their prime minister or the party, they were ruling. Punjab, we had seen Unionist Party ruling in Punjab, and United Party was there in Sindh, etc. and all. Okay, that's what the rest were princely states. So you know, princely states, there was a concept of king, etc. And a Government of India Act 1935. We have taken a separate class. So go to the playlist. First of all, subscribe to our channel. Go to the playlist. In the playlist, there is a separate playlist, Modern Indian History. आप लोगों ने देखा है? There I have given a playlist also, a video inside that playlist which talks about Government of India Act 1935. ठीक है? है ना, these things we had discussed in detail. तो आप उसको देख लीजिएगा जाके. Government of India, you can search it, Government of India Act 1935 Career Launcher Law Entrance. You will get the video because this is very important. Government of India Act 1935 is asked in different exams, so you are supposed to watch that video which I have recommended. ठीक है, देख लीजिएगा. Okay, है ना. So that's what you should know. So these were some of the provisions with regards to Government of India Act 1935. ठीक है, जैसे इस तरह क्वेश्चंस कभी-कभी आता है, सेंस से रिलेटेड, है ना, बिहार ओडिशा से रिलेटेड, गॉड स्प्लिट बर्मा से रिलेटेड. ठीक है. So these are the provisions of Government of India Act, like it talked about. Why we are talking about it? Because this is actually the Indian Constitution has the most borrowing from here. We have borrowed the maximum from Government of India Act 1935. Like there was central, federal, province, provincial list, concurrent list. So similarly, today we have central list, union list, concurrent list, na? And these things were there tonight. Okay, you can read about it. Let us move on to the next question. Sir, I'm sorry for us. Yes, happy right shine. As far as GK and current affairs is concerned, yes, both are same. But in CLAT they give you the passage, so you should have a habit of reading the English passage. And that's the main difference. AILET has straightforward questions. In CLAT, actually they give you a passage. So you should have a habit of reading the passage, reading the English. So for that, we recommend the Hindu newspaper reading. And please see the previous year question of last 5 years of both CLAT and AILET. Okay. Why you're not reading? Yes, sir, I can't understand. I could not understand. क्या नहीं समझ में आया? Yes, GK current affairs same होता है, text तो same होता है. Yes, हाँ. Please tell again which section आपको नहीं समझ में आया? President of the Constituent Assembly, है ना, full-fledged president was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Yes, this is the right answer. H yo yes. क्या नहीं समझ में आया? Tell again which section? I was in washroom. You can scroll back the video and watch if you are in the washroom. आप पीछे स्क्रॉल करके देख लीजिए. अगर नहीं समझ में आता कोई चीज, एक बार समझे तब हम एक्सप्लेन कर देते हैं. ठीक है. President of Constituent Assembly. So basically, अच्छा ये सब सवाल आता है ना. Let me tell you. See, when the Constituent Assembly was made, there was an interim president. Interim president कौन थे? Or interim chairman? Or I would say, who presided the first session? The first session of Constituent Assembly. What should be the answer? Yes, Sachidanand Sinha. These things we have discussed, so I believe you should be knowing, है ना? ये सबसे क्वेश्चन आता है. So in initial few days after that, we had seen a full-fledged president being appointed. So his name was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Okay, so D is the right answer. Yes, they wage CLAT aspirant path. You all were right. D is the right answer. Next is, which of the following served as the chairman of drafting committee of the Constitution? चेयरमैन ऑफ ड्राफ्टिंग कमेटी ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, ऑप्शन सी डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर. अच्छा एक सवाल और है. I'm asking you the question. I'm giving you the answer, and you have to give me the question. This was asked in the CLAT in legal section. This was added in CLAT 2006, and many people told me, and in the comments, ki, sir, I have watched your classes, and that's why I was able to answer this. B N Rao. S.N. Mukherjee was vice president. You please tell me B N Rao. What is the question on B N Rao? That was asked in CLAT 2006 in legal section. Constitutional advisor, yes. Who was the constitutional advisor? ठीक है. Very good. हाँ. So you should know it, है ना. और के मुंशी जो है बहुत फेमस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल एक्सपर्ट वगैरह थे, है ना. तो आपने नाम सुना होगा ना. So yes, we are talking about this. So constitutional advisor or legal advisor was Mr. B N Rao. President was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Interim chairman or interim president was Sachidanand Sinha. Or sometimes they ask if first who presided the first session. So it was Sachidanand Sinha initially for a few days, and then after Rajendra Prasad was elected as the full-fledged president. ये दोनों vice president थे, H.C. Mukherjee and V.T. Krishnamachari. Just have an idea. And it was unicameral. It means there was only one house. Not like right now we are having two houses in parliament, bicameral, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. But Constituent Assembly, there was only one house, unicameral. है ना. Founded in 6 December 1946, disbanded on 25 January 1950, है ना. And this was the logo. You can see undivided India, and there is a front-facing image of elephant. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Okay, it was presided by Imperial Legislative Council. So before Constituent Assembly, there was Imperial Legislative Council. So there is something called as Imperial Legislative Council that was replaced by Constituent Assembly. And this Constituent Assembly was replaced by Parliament of India. ठीक है. H.C. Mukherjee. अच्छा S.N. Mukherjee वो है. नहीं वो S.N. Mukherjee is different I think. H.C. Mukherjee is the deputy chairman. ठीक है, vice president. I don't know about S.N. Mukherjee. I'm not. अच्छा वो तो Surendran Banerjee Mukherjee हो गया ना, वो दूसरे S.N. Mukherjee. I'm not able to recall the person. H.C. Mukherjee is the name, है ना. Right now I'm not able to recall who is S.N. Mukherjee. ठीक है. So we're talking about Imperial Legislative Council. मतलब British के time पे it was an Indian Parliament during the British time. Then it of course was replaced by Constituent Assembly, and then it was replaced by Parliament of India. ठीक है. Roughly, I'm not saying exactly they were the same thing, but of course, roughly the same thing. है ना. ठीक है. So it was one house. This Parliament is having two houses. Imperial Legislative Council were having two houses. ठीक है. So just have an idea. No, Dadabhai Naroji was not related with Imperial Legislative Council in India. He was there in London, British Parliament. He was there. This Imperial Legislative Council was in India. That was a sort of an Indian Parliament during the British time in India. Dadabhai Naroji was the member of one of the houses in British Parliament. Okay. Okay, thank you. It's you, US. I hope that you'll get a lot of benefit. Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Which of the following languages was emphasized by Gandhiji for the status of national language? Emphasized by Gandhiji. First you answer me, then we will talk about national language, official language, etc. Gandhi ji wanted which language to be made as national language? That is mentioned in the NCERT book. कोई बता सकता है? Anyone read NCERT book? Yes, Shaurya Kapila, you're right. But why you're putting question mark? Be confident. B is the right answer, है ना? So he talked about Hindustani language. ठीक है ना? So it was actually, he said it is not a basically he wanted to say Hindustani means the language which is spoken generally in North India. Basically he means to say that it is not Thet Hindi and it is not very Thet Urdu or what the pure Hindi or pure Hindi. It's a mixture of that, है ना? That's the idea behind this. So that's why he called it as Hindustani language. It should not be, he used this word. It should not be Persianized Urdu or not Sanskritized Hindi. It should be a normal, simple word language. That's the idea. So he used the word Hindustani, and he said Hindustani should be the national language. Although there are a lot of issues happen, like for example, the southern Indian states, they wanted their language, English, and many other things happened. And finally, what was decided? What is the national language right now? This was Gandhiji's opinion about national language. So this is about this chapter from where I'm asking question from NCERT book that actually talks about Constituent Assembly debates. No national language. Yes, very good. So finally, it was decided after so much confusion and all. And the reason was clear actually. If you make Hindi, Hindustani, Sanskrit, so of course maybe people of South India will have issues in explaining it. So finally, we agreed with official language. We have two official language, English and Hindi. Yes. Okay. Okay, I hope it is clear. We have taught these things in detail in the paid classes: official language, national language, scheduled language, etc. Next is who among the following was considered as a political mentor by Gandhiji? Yes, Shaurya, Bhaskar Verma, Siddhi, all right. गोपाल कृष्ण गांधी जी, गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले को माना जाता था. ठीक है, ऑप्शन ऑप्शन सी. ठीक है, वो उनके एक तरह से पॉलिटिकल गुरु थे, गोपाल कृष्ण गोखले जी. सो सी इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, एक दो चीज और कुछ हम लोग और डिस्कस करेंगे. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इनको क्या कहते थे? ही इज फेमसली कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? दादा भाई नारोजी को एक नाम से, कुछ नाम से पुकारते हैं. व्हाट इज दैट? ग्रैंड ओल्ड मैन ऑफ इंडिया ना, ओल्ड मैन ऑफ इंडिया. गोखले जी टोल्ड हिम टू ट्रैवल अक्रॉस इंडिया. यस, क्लैट एस्पिरेंट, राइट. हाँ. एंड इन्होंने किताब लिखी थी विच इज कॉल्ड एज इकोनॉमिक क्रिटिक ऑफ ब्रिटिश एम्पायर. व्हाट इज दैट? इट वॉज कॉल्ड एक्चुअली, है ना. और ही गेव द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ड्रेन ऑफ वेल्थ, कि सारा पैसा अंग्रेज के पास जा रहा है. सो ही टॉक्ड अबाउट ड्रेन ऑफ वेल्थ in the book. What is the name of that book? Poverty and un-British rule in India. Rule in India. Okay, that's what you should know. चलो एक सवाल और पूछ रहे हैं, है ना, रिलेटेड विद बाल गंगाधर तिलक जी. ऑप्शन डी. So his death anniversary is actually, he died on 1st August 1920. So this was the beginning of which movement? On that day, it was declared that on this day the movement will start, and on the same day, he actually unfortunately died. Bal Gangadhar Tilak ji died. So Indian National Congress had declared which movement? Non-cooperation movement on that day. So the beginning, the date of the beginning of the non-cooperation movement. Okay. And recently, yes, Divij, right now. And recently, on 1st August 2026, Bal Gangadhar Tilak or Lokmanya Tilak National Award 2026 was recently given to whom? On the occasion of the death anniversary of Bal Gangadhar Tilak ji, or he's famously called as Lokmanya Tilak or Lokmanya. 1st August 2026. Yes, Mr. Ajit Doval, the National Security Advisor of India, had got Lokmanya Tilak National Award 2026. Okay? So ये सब पता होना चाहिए. These things you should be knowing. Let's move on to the next question. Again, it is from the NCERT book only. Who among the following demanded justice for women, not reserved seats or separate electorate in the Constituent Assembly? Right answer is है Hansa Mehta of Bombay na. So B is the right answer. Okay, NCERT book में Hansa Mehta of Bombay demanded justice for women, not reserved seats or separate electorate. We have never asked for privilege. What we have asked is social justice, economic justice, political justice. है We want social, economic, and political justice. So they were against any sort of reservation or separate electorates for women. Even Begum Azad Rasool also talked about the same thing. So these things. So here the answer is Hansa Mehta is the answer. So B is the right answer. Next one, please read and then answer me again. Now this can be answered with common sense also, provided you apply the common sense in a proper way. Why I'm telling you? Because these types of questions actually help you develop the skill of attempting the answers. है ना? कैसे attempt किया जाता आंसर? थोड़ा सा मैंने ऑलरेडी बता दिया. Little bit I have discussed also. Yes, very good. It's yours, CLAT aspirant Devika Deveji, all right. Very good. अब देखो, Gandhi ji advocated which ideas for national language? It should be Hindustani. We should neither be Sanskritized Hindi nor Persianized Urdu. Means it should be a simple language, not very difficult, or not very difficult in the sense that only the learned, educated person can understand. है ना? Persianized Urdu मतलब बहुत गाढ़ी उर्दू, या संस्कृताइज हिंदी मतलब बहुत हाई क्वालिटी की हिंदी, है ना? मतलब सिंपल लैंग्वेज जो कॉमन मैन की. So it does make sense. It should not admit words from other different language. Why? This is actually a exclusivist type word. And if you know, the Urdu has a lot of Urdu actually does not have a single word of its own. It is actually a borrowed language. It has borrowed words from different languages, and Urdu language has been made. So saying that not admitting words from other different languages does not make sense. आपको पता है ना, Urdu is they do not have their own words. They have borrowed from Hindi, Sanskrit, Arabic, Persian, and many other languages, Turkish, and this language has been formed. The national language must develop into a rich, powerful instrument capable of expressing the thought and feeling. देखो, this is a journalistic statement, and I've taught in the paid classes also. Whenever this type of journalistic statement are there, they are generally not wrong. Okay? It could unify Hindus and Muslims and people of North and South India. Yes, these fourth also. Could likha, could, it is not for sure it is being said. It could. That is what the idea is. And yes, that is what Gandhiji will, of course, advocate this unity of North and South, Hindu, Muslim, etc. So the best answer is option C, 1, 3, and 4. Okay? That is what the idea is. Okay? I hope you will be able to do it. Okay, and Hindustani should neither be Sanskritized Hindi nor Persianized Urdu, but a happy combination of both. है ना? That's what he talked about. है ना? And it's written in the NCERT book. है ना? He talked about Hindustani language, a blend of Hindi and Urdu. And of course, it should unify Hindus and Muslims and people of North and South India. Okay. Next one. I don't know what is Star Batch. CLAT booster series is there, for which is provided to every paid batch students. नीचे number लिखा हुआ है, in the bottom right there is a phone number, you can call on them and get to know. So what is the definition of separate electorates? We have discussed it actually. आप modern Indian history का playlist देखोगे. We have provided, go to our playlist of our YouTube channel. And there is one video, Moral Minto Reforms. There I have discussed about separate electorates. है ना? Right answer is yes. Govind Ballabh Pant, GB Pant. So right answer is option C. Yes, Devika, you're right. C is the right answer to this question. No. So you opposed separate electorates. No. That's what. In fact, this separate electorate was used as a tool of divide and rule by the British. So we have discussed it. C is the right answer to this question. Okay, no, these things you should know. No. Next one. Yes, Gandhiji rejected separate electorates for depressed classes in the Pune Pact. Yes, you're right. Huh? Royal Indian Navy revolt happened in the year what? It's actually option B, February 1946. Hai na? So B is the right answer. Royal Indian Navy revolt. Okay. So B is the right answer. Yes. Please read about it. And a Royal Indian Navy revolt can also be asked in the exam. Okay. You can read it. The Great Calcutta Killings happened in the year. The Great Calcutta Killings happened in the year 1946. That unfortunate incident. So A is the right answer to this question. Yes, Parth, Chandra, CLAT aspirant, Devika, Chavi, you all are right. Okay. Now, next one. सबसे पहले ये देखना कि ट्रू पूछ रहे कि फॉल्स. Whether they are asking true or false, because this also plays a very important role. Otherwise, आप कुछ कर रहे हो, क्वेश्चन बन जाएगा कुछ और. So, which of the following is true? B कैसे बोले? अरे sure. Constituent Assembly was the result of universal adult franchise. Are you sure about this? I have taught in the paid classes. In the CLAT booster series, those who are my paid batch students should be knowing it. A तो किसी हाल में भी सही नहीं होगा. In no case, Constituent Assembly was not formed as a result of universal adult franchise, where there were only few voters. A का तो कोई सवाल ही नहीं बनता. देखो, we are not elected on the basis of universal franchise. First election which was done on the basis of universal adult franchise was 1952 Lok Sabha election. उससे पहले नहीं हुआ था ऐसा कुछ. Next is the Muslim League chose to boycott Constituent Assembly, pressing its demand for Pakistan with a separate constitution. Yes, it was based on Cabinet Mission Plan 1946. It was not universal adult franchise. तो ये भी नहीं होगा. Constituent Assembly was dominated by one party. Yes, that's true. ठीक है. यहाँ लिखा हुआ देखो, the Constituent Assembly that came into being was dominated by one party, the Congress. 82% of the members of the Constituent Assembly were members of Congress. और ये ऑप्शन ए तो किसी भी से नहीं होगा. I have taught you. In no case. At that time it was 21 plus. Later on we have seen it is getting reduced to 18 plus. लेकिन जब when the constitution was made, it was 21 plus and vote. But the idea is every adult can vote. No, it was not there. है ना? So 1952 elections में first time देखा गया. Actually oppose the idea of Constituent Assembly. ठीक है? That's what the idea is. Okay, let's move on. 61st Amendment say actually the minimum age to vote reduced from 21 years to 18 years. Yes, you're right. मैं ट्रू फॉल्स में कंफ्यूज हो गया. पीयूष शेटमैन, यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल हियर, है ना. थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखिएगा एग्जाम में. यू शुड नॉट कमिट दिस टाइप ऑफ मिस्टेक, बिकॉज होता क्या है, इफ यू नो द आंसर एंड यू आर मिस्टेकन, यू आर डूइंग मिस्टेक, देन इट इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड एज वेरी गुड. बहुत बाद में बहुत पेन होता है ना. Which type of minorities is mentioned? Both religious and linguistic. And it is mentioned, yes. Article 30. All minorities, whether based on religion. These type of questions are generally asked, जैसे AMU, जामिया, इस सब एग्जाम में खूब पूछते हैं. All minorities, whether based on religion or language, है ना, shall have the right to establish an administrative educational institution. ठीक है, आप देखोगे यहाँ कहीं लिखा होगा. Linguistic minorities की बात करिए ना, unreligious minorities. ठीक, Article 30 talks about it. So that's what you should know. C is the right answer. Next is objective resolution initiated by dash on the dash dash. Was initiated by dash on the that dash dash. Objective resolution, which later on became what? Later on, it was replaced by which thing? Nehru in 1946. Good. 13th December 1946. Jawaharlal Nehru introduced objective resolution in the Constituent Assembly. And it talked about independent, sovereign republic, justice, equality, freedom. इस टाइप की language कहाँ लिखी हुई है now? Now these languages are mentioned where? Yes, similar things are mentioned in the preamble. ठीक है. Okay, ये हो गया. Later on it was replaced by preamble. Constituent Assembly had 300 members. ये सब पढ़ा चुका हूँ. I have discussed these things, taught these things in the paid classes. And objective resolution. Rajendra Prasad as the role, the president of Assembly, Constituent Assembly. Now, let me see how many of you can answer this. Name the two civil servants who were involved in Constituent Assembly for making the Constitution. This was the legal section. Yes, objective resolution अगर पूछा गया था legal section में, preamble में. Yes, very good. B.N. Rao, the constitutional advisor, है ना? This was asked in the exam previous year. And S.N. Mukherjee, chief draftsman. Yes, यहाँ था. आप लोग पूछे थे कि सर S.N. Mukherjee और H.C. Mukherjee में डिफरेंस क्या है? These two were bureaucrats. B.N. Rao, constitutional advisor. S.N. Mukherjee, chief draftsman. ठीक है. ओके. और H.C. मुखर्जी तो वाइस चेयर प्रेसिडेंट थे उसके कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली के. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस ना, कहां चला गया वो. यस, दिस वाज H.C. मुखर्जी, कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली के वाइस प्रेसिडेंट. ठीक है. So do not get confused. This is S.C. Mukherjee and that is S.N. Mukherjee. Chief draftsman officer होते थे ना, S.N. Mukherjee and B.N. Rao, constitutional advisor. ठीक है. This also we have discussed in modern Indian history classes, so I believe you should be knowing. Separate electorates for Muslims were introduced in which year? बताइए. In the modern Indian history classes, we have discussed it. Go to the playlist. Watch all the classes of modern Indian history that is available. सब बताया. मैकडॉनल्ड अवार्ड नहीं. हाँ, आज का मॉक जी गेट आफ्टर 1909, 1919, 1930. Yes, Devika, very good. In 1909, Parliamentary reforms for Sikh, Christian, Anglo-Indian 1919, and for depressed classes in 1932. हाँ, that is called as मैकडॉनल्ड अवार्ड है ना. So नाम बता दीजिएगा तीनों का, क्या क्या नाम था लॉज के. Yes, 1932 वाला it's called as मैकडॉनल्ड अवार्ड और कम्युनल अवार्ड. नाइनटीन 19 का क्या था? मॉन्टागो केम्सफोर्ड रिफॉर्म. ठीक है. और 1909 का नाम क्या था? यस, क्लैट. गुड. Yes, you are right. 1909 वाले कहते हैं मॉरले मिंटो रिफॉर्म्स. ऑल दीज वी हैव टॉक्ड. ठीक है ना. नंबर ऑफ एक्ट्स वेर पास्ड है ना. 1909, 1990, 1935 है ना. So that's what we are talking about. Right answer is McDonald Award. है ना, ये communal award, what we call. Why it is called as McDonald Award? Because at that time the British Prime Minister was Ramsay MacDonald. C is the right answer. ठीक है. Communal Award was created by British Prime Minister Ramsay MacDonald, है ना, for depressed classes. ठीक है. 1909 आप देख सकते हो मॉर्ले मिंटो रिफॉर्म्स, इंडियन काउंसिल एक्ट 1909 कहते हैं ना, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1990. ठीक है. गांधी जी sat on fast and to death against MacDonald inside the Ash jail, etc. बताओ. कौन से जेल? And Mr. Madan Mohan Malviya and Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar went inside the jail and agree with Gandhi ji, which is called as Dash. इन द ईयर डैश, ईयर बताइए। यस, यरवड़ा जेल, पूना पैक्ट, ईयर बताइए। अच्छा, इसको ना आप नीचे कमेंट्स में आंसर कीजिएगा। आफ्टर द क्लास इज ओवर यू विल प्रोवाइडेड रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस, और तीनों आंसर कीजिएगा, ठीक है ना? ए, बी, सी एंड वन मोर थिंग, डी आई एम आस्किंग, मिस्टर मदन मोहन मालविया is considered as founder of which famous university? ठीक है, ये चारों आंसर कीजिएगा आफ्टर द क्लास इज ओवर, रिकॉर्डिंग्स में नीचे में आंसर कीजिएगा। ओके, सो वी आर स्टॉपिंग दिस क्लास हियर। प्लीज सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल, प्रेस द लाइक बटन, शेयर दिस वीडियो। थैंक यू एवरीवन, थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग। कमेंट्स में आंसर कीजिएगा रिकॉर्डिंग वाले कमेंट में, है ना? ठीक है, थैंक्स फॉर वाचिंग।